Here we make a list of famous people who grew up not knowing the one who was told, and they believed was their sister, was in fact their biological mother. 1. Bobby Darin. When the singer was considering entering politics in 1968, his sister Vanina Juliette Cassotto told him the truth that the woman who had raised him was his grandmother. Not his mother as he thought, and she who he thought was his sister was actually his mother. Bobby was reportedly devastated when he learned of his true identity, and he went into a seclusion. His mother had him in 1935 when she was 17, because she had him out of wedlock. She and her mother hatched a plan to pass her baby off as her younger brother. His mother never revealed the identity of his biological father and kept that secret to her death in 1983. 2. Ted Bundy. The notorious serial killer's mother, Eleanor Louise Cowell, gave birth to him in 1946 when she was 22 at the Elizabeth Lund Home for Unwed Mothers in Burlington, Vermont. He was raised by his maternal grandparents as their son to avoid the social stigma that accompanied birth outside of wedlock. Family, friends, and even young Ted were told that his grandparents were his parents and that his mother was his older sister. He learned the truth in 1969 when he returned to Vermont to search his birth records. Ted expressed a lifelong resentment toward his mother for never talking to him about his real father. 3. Jack Nicholson. The screen legend's mother was a showgirl, June Frances Nicholson, who got pregnant in 1936 by her boyfriend Donald Frisillo, who was married to another woman at the time. June's mother, Ethel May, threatened Donald with the Mann Act when she learned of her daughter's pregnancy and ordered him to stay away from his daughter. As June was only 17 years old and unmarried, her parents raised Jack as their own to avoid the shame of child outside wedlock. In 1974, Time magazine researchers learned and informed him of the truth. He was unable to confront both his mother and grandmother with this truth, as they were dead by then. Nicholson, on finding out, said that the discovery was a pretty dramatic event, but it wasn't what I'd call traumatizing. 4. Eric Clapton. The legendary guitarist's mother, Patricia Molly Clapton, had him when she was 16 with 25-year-old Edward Walter Fryer, a soldier from Montreal, Quebec, with whom she had a brief relationship, who was drafted to war before Clapton's birth and then returned to Canada. Because Patricia wasn't old enough to raise a child as well as the child was born out of marriage, Patricia's mother and stepfather agreed to raise Eric as their own child and told him that he was their son and his mother was his older sister. His mother married another Canadian soldier and moved to Germany. Eric came to know of the truth at the age of 9, when his grandmother revealed the truth after a visit from his mother with his half-brother. Even after knowing the truth, he preferred to stay with his grandparents. 5. Merle Oberon. Merle Oberon was a British actress who was active in the 1930s who hid her mixed heritage to succeed in the movie business. The actress, who was born in Bombay, British India, claimed that she was born in Tasmania, Australia, to conceal her true identity, and stated that her birth records had been destroyed in a fire. Merle was raised as the daughter of Arthur Terence O'Brien Thompson, a Welsh mechanical engineer who worked in Indian Railway, and his wife, Charlotte Selby, a Eurasian, from Ceylon. But according to her birth certificate, Merle's biological mother was Charlotte's daughter, Constance Selby, who was 12-year-old when she gave birth to Merle. Merle's biological mother, Constance, became pregnant as a result of rape by her stepfather, Alfred Thompson. Charlotte raised Merle as Constance's half-sister. To avoid scandal, Charlotte herself gave birth to Constance at the age of 14 as the result of rape by Henry Alfred Selby, the Anglo-Irish foreman of a tea plantation.